Are you looking for a camera that can work with just about any application? Well, let me introduce you to the Echomaster PhD 5N1. This camera is packed with features. There's nearly nothing it can't do. This camera can be used as a front cam, a rear cam, even a side view camera. But where it really shines is that it's an AHD capable camera. What does this mean? It means if you're using it with the Stinger High 10 or Horizon 10 head unit, you can have this in HD quality. Now, if you're using this camera with another manufacturer's screen, that's okay. You can also just do it in standard definition as well. A couple other cool things. This is an IP67 camera, so it is going to hold up against the elements. And you have, of course, the things you've come to expect from Echomaster, like selectable parking lines and the ability to mount this in a number of different applications. So one of the coolest parts of the PhD 5N1 camera kit is how small the camera itself is. This camera is basically a small ball shape, and then it comes with 5 different brackets that you can use this in. So let's go through those 5 different brackets. So the first bracket we're going to take a look at is the flush mount. This is kind of like a fisheye or keyhole style mounting piece, and when you have your camera itself, this little guy is just going to slide inside there, and you can see you've got a really nice, sleek, slim way to mount this camera. This works great for side view applications, rear view, or even front view applications if you're going to do a custom mount. And of course, with this style of mount, we do have all of the little adapters and pieces needed included in the package. The next one we're going to look at is our angle mount. Now this mount, of course, is going to be open on the back side so that we can again fit our camera inside there. So once this is in, you can see this is going to be great for mounting under the rear lip of a rear valance on a tail light or a tailgate area, back by the tail lights, I should say. So this can be a rear view camera and give you that angle you can see there. And this does include a backing plate as well that's going to attach over this, so you have a complete assembly here. Once this is all put together, of course, this does also lend itself to that IP67 rating. So we have a really nice, tight, waterproof camera that's going to last a long time. The next one I'm going to show you is our rubber side mount. Now this one can be used for a number of different applications. This is great for doing side view cameras. This is great for doing front or even rear view, however you want to do it. This one's a little bit different because it is semi-flexible. So we're going to actually feed the cable from the camera in first, slide the cable through, and then we're going to work the camera into this housing like so. Once I get this in there, you'll be able to see how this kind of mounts up. There we go. All right, you get the idea. So with that camera mounted in this, again, this works great as a side view mount. So you can attach it on the side of a vehicle, side of an RV, large truck, whatever the case may be. And it's really, really simple to do. And of course, all of these mounts come with the hardware needed to do this, as far as stainless steel screws, double-sided adhesive, whatever's needed for each application. Now this next camera mount is one that most of you will be familiar with. This is going to be your small square camera. So with this one, we're going to take the actual camera assembly itself, put it inside the housing, just like so. And then there is a backing plate that is also going to go on there. So that's going to be this little piece itself. This is going to mount in there. We do give you 4 stainless steel screws to go right in these corners. And then once that's all assembled, there is a small metal bracket. This does come with double-sided adhesive already on it, and it does also come with mounting screws that are stainless steel, of course. And so once this is all mounted together, you end up with something like this, pretty much your standard camera style mounting. And the last mount in our kit is your license plate style mount. So this is going to be a metal bracket that can go behind or in front of your license plate. Once you have your bracket itself in position, you can take the actual camera assembly, and you're going to use that small square housing that we showed previously. And with this in place, you're just going to use a single screw, which is of course included with the kit. Run that through this bracket, and then you're going to end up with a camera that is mounted just like so. So with every Echomaster camera, one of the really installer-friendly features that you'll notice is that we have thought of everything. We have made it so that the reducer, which is on pretty much every automotive-grade camera, which is this little piece here, is actually contained in the harness that goes behind the radio. So this is going to have your power and ground connections as well as your video connection, and this has your leads for getting rid of those parking lines, changing it from a front camera to a rear camera, and changing it from a HD camera to a standard definition camera. Now that's not revolutionary in and of itself, but what is really cool about these kits is that they're basically three pieces. You have a camera itself with a short harness on it and then a 5-pin connector, and you have the piece that goes behind the radio with that same connector on it right here. And you have your body harness. This is a 20-foot cable that has a male and a female end on it. This is what's going to go in between the harness that goes behind the radio and the camera at the back or front or side of the vehicle. The beauty of this is, should something ever go wrong, maybe this cable is damaged, you aren't replacing the whole setup, you're just replacing this one harness. Should the camera itself get damaged or broken, you can replace just the camera. You aren't having to replace the entire setup. Same goes for this little piece here. If God forbid something should happen to the voltage reducer, or this end of the cable gets cut off, or God knows what happens, we can replace just the parts that are needed. You do not have to replace the whole camera kit. So above and beyond all those great features and mounting options that we just talked about, these Echomaster cameras also feature a 3-year warranty to back up you and your customers so everyone feels comfortable. If you want more information on this camera or any of the awesome cameras from Echomaster, be sure to check out stingersolutions.com or echomaster.com. Thanks so much, and we'll see you on the next one.